What up, people? I had to come and do another one real quick. Man. I had to. Everybody calling. This Dipset stuff got the whole world upset. A lot of people feeling bad because they looking like, damn, not the bro, what they called it? Not the damn, I forgot what they called it, man. The brotherhood, not the brotherhood. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Just really like history, man. You know, one of the crews that fell apart. A lot of crews fall apart. But then like you got the Locks. They are one of the longest lasting teams in the game. Who else they say? MOP. MOP. I've been hearing they fall out, but that's like brother stuff, and they ain't bringing none of their stuff to the forefront if that is true. So allegedly, and it's rough, man. Since Cam told or said that Jimmy is not from Harlem, he's from the Bronx. But I get it though. He grew up around Harlem, and he's from the Bronx, and then he was coming visiting his grandmoms or whatever, and he been being over there ever since. And he do have a staple in Harlem, which is his grandmother. So some people can be from two places. That's probably just the point that Cam was making was when he was growing up, he was always around Big Al, McGruff, Bloodshed, and a few other dudes when they was rapping and making moves and making music at their teenage years, the younger years, and that wasn't the years when they was popping that Jimmy was around, is what he's saying. So I guess basically Jimmy don't have no legs to stand on to be claiming Harlem like that is what they saying. Jim Jones, Cam and Mace made Jim Jones. Jim jealous of Cam and Mace relationship. Darren Rice just said that, y'all. That's a possibility. I don't know. And sometimes brothers get like that. A lot of people get like that when people, get tight. When they know that they was tight. It's just a human nature thing. If so, that's just the love that he have for his brother. That don't make it right for a person to do that and get jealous of two other people's relationship. Just know you still a part of the movement and just make moves with it. So I get it and I understand. But that's pretty much, what's going on as far as the Dipset feud is happening right now. A lot of people is really hurt behind it as well. Like, damn, man, we looked up to all of them when they was together, man. Like, I can't believe this, man. It's kind of tearing up my feelings and my memories that I had. When you hear a Dipset song, you got memories of when that joint came on, dum 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 dum. You probably was riding in a car going somewhere with your crew. You got memories, man, with these guys' records, these classics they put together. So that's what's deep about that situation, man. And it's a rough situation, man. So they say Cam spoke on some stuff about Jimmy. Brought some dudes to jump Dame Dash. And Dame wanted a fair one with Jimmy, and they said Jimmy didn't want to. I already knew about the story. I just never was gonna say nothing because I try to stay neutral, man. I try to stay neutral with the stuff because I got respect for Cam and respect for Jimmy. I got more ties with Cam. Cam did a lot for me looked out plenty of times. I'm never ever in my life gonna forget that brother. Never ever gonna turn my back on him. I wouldn't care how many times I see him and don't see him. It doesn't matter. He ain't never do nothing but show me love, tremendous love. And you know, you always gonna hear that about Cam. And I've been hearing a few people say that about Jimmy as well. So, you know, I just like to be a realist of things. In the same way with Mace. Mace could have easily chimed in and be like, yeah, Cam, yeah, and cause this, that, and he didn't. He kept it 1,000. He said he want to see them get back together. He trying to set up something so they can get back together. But still, at the end of the day, Cam is with him majority of the time, and that's his brother. So, you know, he's basically ain't saying too much and getting in the middle of it. Sat back and ate his popcorn. I can't say that popcorn thing, Dan. They might got to give my boy Mesa an endorsement deal on popcorn now. He probably got a lot of people eating popcorn right now. I did that once, though. I was first, Mace, with this clown from Detroit. I had to go in on him. If y'all go back, y'all will see it. Little fake clown. I was eating my popcorn while I was going in on him. But Bond, you made it famous, though, Mace. I can't even stunt. Mace made it famous to eat popcorn now, y'all. So, yeah. Over Redenbacher better call my boy up. Y'all want y'all brand to go up. Y'all better hit Mace up right now. Like, for real. But yeah, Dame, long time ago, man, Dame told me about that situation. It wasn't my place to speak on it, but being that it's out in the air, in the open now, I can truly much speak on it. And Dame told me that, you know, when Jimmy had the Vamp Life, Dame was a part of, you know, the Vamp Life, showing them the structure, how to put it together, as far as, you know, with the marketing. And I guess they was pressing them up somewhere at one of Dame's facilities, and they had, let's say, miscommunications with some things, and they kind of fell out. If y'all want to know when Vamp Life disappeared, it was a good year for you. That was when you was met filming Paid in Full. Now, if we wasn't filming Paid in Full then, it was a good year when you also met Cam for the first time. Oh yeah, when we was filming Paid in Full, well, that was a good year. I can definitely say that because, you know, I met a genuine brother like Cam. And me, I always appreciate when I meet somebody good and I could call them and might say, yo, I need a favor. Every time I call Cam for a favor, all right, let's do it. I got you. It ain't nothing. He's never said no. Only thing what happened, Cam was going to do a song with my brother, Sean Boy Double. He was going to do a song with him. And he said, all right, when you get the music, send it, and let's do it, man. And my brother just didn't ever get the song together, and we ended up running around doing a few other things. And Richie Rich, what you said? Just another friend in the bag. I don't know how to take that, just another friend in the bag, or just saying another friend to have if you need something, or you need some help. And if he need help, whatever I can do to extend my hand, it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. Finesse Analyzer came back to New York City in '99 for the Carolina, from Carolina. Think I remember. Oh yeah, I had the black Benz then. I was the first one with the CL500 with the halogen lights, and people ain't know about the halogen lights then. Like, you turn the lights on in the dark, light up the whole block. In '99, you might know something, boy. That's a fact. I had the halogen lights, and it was 1998, but mine was in '99. I got it the year before it even came out. I had it shipped from Chicago. They drove that piece over to me. pay for that cash. Finesse analyzer. Okay, you know what you talking about, homie. That's a fact. The black joint. Wow. My boy knows his history. That's a fact. Then he said niggas down there broke their neck when you came up the block with that one. That's a fact. Niggas ain't know what that was. That was a spaceship. That was a special order. I spent $105,000 for that car. $106 to be exact. That's a fact. That's crazy. You remember that, boy. Wow. Salute to you, boy. I don't even be like talking about that type of stuff because people be thinking you try to stunt. But being that you mentioned it, I can mention it. You know what I'm saying? True Harlem legend. That's a fact. And, I don't even like to spit that true Harlem legend stuff, but I appreciate when other people appreciate me, man. And I appreciate you giving it up like that, bro. Because it ain't about trying to shine. It's just showing where I came from and where I'm at now and try to, build up things with for other people. And I'm still a work in progress. I done ran through a lot of money, millions of dollars. Like a fact. And a lot of things that I didn't know. I was learning the music industry, spending my money at the same time. I didn't have nobody really sit me down and teach me these classes, and I spent a lot of money doing it, spent a lot of money having fun, spent a lot of money holding my friends down, putting money in people's pockets, making sure everybody that was around me was all right. I did a lot of that all the time. And that's just the era I come from. That's the things that I learned. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your crew all right, your team all right. You getting enough money, do that. Because you don't want nobody to be behind you trying to bite you in the it ass. You know what I'm saying? Finesse said the youth need to hear these stories of the grind. That's a fact. Ain't gonna be easy for them, but it's worth it. That's a fact. And they can learn from my mistakes and my friends' mistakes, man. And things happen out here. So, we've been millionaires before Camron and them. I respect them because that's why I say they came from the bottom and now they on the top and they maintaining their space and they chilling. Cam is a smart dude. Can't front. But things happen. But we still here. Ain't no money shortage. That's a fact. Sean One said, do you know Big L? Yes, I had Big L down here in North Carolina with me in 97, running around. I spent the $100,000 on touring. I'm the one that helped push him back out there when it got quiet for Big L when they signed Nas. And when they signed Nas, they kind of wasn't paying Big L too much attention because Nas was such a phenomenal at that time. And Big L still was hot. But that's how them labels is. They'll kick you to the side. They're never your friends. And I met them through McGruff. So I'm still probably the only one with a Big L song. But they got my song floating on the internet saying it's Big L song featuring me and McGruff. They don't even got my artist that was up there named Digger that's on the song too. They don't even have his name up there. It's my song. And really I'm going to put some lawyers into it because I heard about a company doing distribution distributed my single and they probably made a lot of money. So I'm gonna dig into that and they're gonna have to pay for that. But that's my song. It's called Harlem NYC. It was done by my boy 2Gs and my bro Wayne B, which is AZ, the real AZ who wrote the Pay the Fool movie, who the movie is about. His little brother name was Boogs. Him and 2Gs was partners. They did the beat for that song with me, Big L, McGruff, and Digger. But that's my song. But yeah, I had him running around touring down here and start getting the buzz back up. And he went back to New York and he was about to sign with Rockefeller. I was going to sign him with my label, but he said he started Flamboyant Entertainment and Jay-Z and them and Dame Dash wanted to give him a deal with Rockefeller. He was about to have a label deal with Rockefeller until then, unfortunate, he lost his life. 2Gs might have made a Jay-Z beat too. I'm not sure, but I know he just did that M-Rec beat, the new single M-Rec got. Octo G's did that. He had told me that he had did it. I heard it for the first time. Okay. And Boog did a lot of stuff for K Slay and his artists. Octo G's did a joint with the Digger on the song you made with Big L. Yeah, Digger's on the song, the Harlem NYC remix joint. The other side I had to do called Mo Money, and that was with Die Hard Records, Nat in the Hat. Nah, Digger was my artist at the time. His name Chosen One Digger. He from my building, 723 St. Nicholas Avenue. Boy, was nice, but we never really got to get to putting his album out. But you know, we was doing a lot of music, a lot of mixtapes. I started to working with DJ Clue, Skane, which is Clue manager. That's my boy. I used to have Clue down here, a few events, and me and Skane got tight. So we was put a few things together, but we never really got a chance to do Digger's album. I was still focusing on my album as an artist at that time. And Big L went back to New York. I supposed to got the deal, and then he got, you know, his life took, unfortunately. And that's what happened. But what I was saying about with Cam. So anyway, you know, Dame had told me about the incident with Jim Jones and himself. So yeah, Jimmy and Dame was doing the Vamp Life, which was Jimmy's clothing line. So y'all remember Vamp Life? It was buzzing. It was buzzing hard. Excuse me. It was buzzing hard. And then do y'all remember it kind of like stopped and died down for a minute? So from what Dame was saying, you know, Chrissy was getting into the mix of what Jimmy and Dame had going on, and was getting in Jimmy's ear about certain things, and Dame was still trying to, you know, give Jimmy the ropes of, you know, making the clothes right there and shipping them out, trying to learn how to do supply and demand, get them done faster and shipped out to other stores. Sometimes you ship out and you'll lose money if things ain't selling. He was, you know, showing them the ropes, but whatever, however it may go, Dame said that they had a disagreement because of that. They had a disagreement because of the Vamp Life thing, you know, due to inside things with Chrissy and Jim or whatever. And that's why y'all didn't really see Vamp Life too much no more. So as y'all see, it spilled out into the public before Dame Dash, Jim Jones had told on a DVD or something. It was on one of the DVDs then, because these social medias wasn't popping like that back then. He told Dame Dash to suck. He said Dame Dash could suck my you know what. He said that to Dame before. Also, it got that big. It got that crazy. So this particular day, Dame told me he was down at his art gallery. It's off Houston Street, and in the art gallery, and he said Jim came down to his Jim was talking to him crazy on the phone, and then, you know, Jim came down there to his art gallery. He said he was down there, you know, chilling. Jim come in with a few guys, and they was exchanging words and all that. Jimmy was saying to the guys, he told the guys, man, get that nigga. And the guys was looking around. He said, Dame said the guys was looking around like confused, like, but Jim, that's the OG. Like, what you mean? He kept saying, man, get him. He said, but the dudes, they was like, and they ain't want to be, they ain't want to do that. They got love for Jimmy, but they was like, but Dame is a cool dude. We ain't know we came out here to jump him. So that means the mission wasn't to go down there to jump him if they didn't know that that's who they was going to see, and then Jimmy was going to say jump on him, and that's Dame. And it's like they didn't want to do that to Dame. They didn't want to do that out of respect for Dame and the respect they have for Dame. That's the crazy part. Like, so that means he didn't bring them down there to jump on him. So I don't really know what their expectations was, but so Dame seen that they wasn't doing nothing. He said, nah, Jimmy, you fight me. What's up? Me and you fight one-on-one. He was like, what? Nah, I don't fight. He was like, man, so what you coming out here for? You trying to tell people to jump me, man? Me and you, let's do one-on-one. What you want to do? And Jimmy didn't want to fight. And I've been knew this story a while. Dame been told me that, man, a while. When he was running down here in North Carolina with me and my brother Jay Black. And it's crazy that all these altercations that's going on and all the things that's happening, it's the majority of them is been through Jimmy. Finesse Analyze said Harlem Phase never get turned down. They ain't supposed to. When somebody asks me to fight, nigga, we fighting. And everybody be up here saying, man, that little slim nigga, that nigga don't look like he know how to do this and know how to do that, whatever. It sound good, but do your research about me. I be on this internet all day, and if I would have ever said anything out of line, New York, they checking you ASAP. That's a fact. That's a fact. These hands were superb with it. And wrestling too. It doesn't matter. Said, heard the jab gave niggas problems. That's a fact. God bless my boy. He definitely gave problems. Nothing to play with. Nothing to play with, man. Fortunately, he lost his life in a car accident with Greyhound bus, man. But overall, so yeah, Fades is never supposed to be turned down. Ever. Because at that point in time, people are going to look at you different. Now, if you say, especially if you went to go look for somebody, you know what I'm saying? And maybe I don't know. I can't even say that Jim didn't want to fight because he had the respect for Dame, but he went down there with some dudes that he went in there on aggressive time. So that means he wanted to fight. So I can't even keep that 1,000. And I'm not up here to bash my boy. I got love for Jimmy. I'm just calling it how I see it. And a lot of things like that is wrong. His homeboys thought it was wrong because they didn't jump on it. Anybody else, they got love for Jimmy. All the dudes I know that Jimmy be around, you ain't putting the finger on Jim. And he really ain't got to raise a finger. So I've seen, I know what it is when it comes to that, but luckily they had the love for him because I wouldn't want to see or hear that my bro got jumped because that would have opened up a whole other can of worms. And a lot of things, man, us as young men, we around a lot of powerful things, man, we got to understand you can't move like that. You can't be going against each other, flipping out because we feel like we could do that because, certain people is not to be touched, man. Jim run with some official dudes. Yeah, Jim definitely do that. Everybody know that part. So, so my point to the whole situation is, damn, what I was about to tell y'all, man. When damn, man, I forgot what I was about to tell y'all, man. Vanessa just hit me with something. But my thing, straight up and down, sometimes it's just certain things to be left alone, and I think that was one of them. But to be honest, yeah, that's old. King Hill, Gun Hill, yeah, that's old. It's old. That's been a while ago, man. It's been a while ago when that happened. But my thing is, you know, when that happened, it died down, right? So, once it died down, a few years go by, I used to do parties out here, so I started getting back into the party mode because I was running around with Dane. We felt music moguls in LA, so I was running around doing stuff like that. After I got back settled back in North Carolina, I started doing parties again. A few people called me up and wanted to do a party with, they wanted to bring Jim Jones down to Charlotte. Jim Jones' manager, which is my boy, Capone. Great dude, great dude. I called Capone up and see if Jimmy was free for the dates that my guys wanted. We all, went in together and wanted to do the event in Charlotte at Club World. And but before I got all the way involved with it, I remembered the fact that Dame and Jimmy was beefing. Mind you, I'm neutral with it, but yeah. So I called up Dame and asked Dame, yo, what's good with you and Jimmy, man? Everything, patched up. I'm want to bring Jim down. Feel me and my friends to the my boys called me up. They wanted to do Jimmy. I got the access to Jimmy and wanted to bring him through. He was like, man, get your money, man. Ain't worry about that, man. That's just Jimmy. He said, that's my brother. He said, man, I love Jimmy. I know what he said, but he said Jim just be like that, man. But at the end of the day, that's my brother, man. He said, you my bro. Go ahead, get your money. I said, say no more. And I'm only saying that to say, that's just how loyalty runs with certain things. Because it could have been a thing I brought Jim down and then I'm just with Dame and Dame running around with me. And I don't see Jim all the time like that. But when I see Jim, it's always love. That's why I'm going to never have nothing bad to say about him. And I want him and, Mason, Cam, or whatever, or him and Cam to get that together because they powerful together. But I'm just speaking on in terms of the way I handled that for showing loyalty to the one that I'm with. And even if he would have said, nah, man, don't put no money in that dude pocket, man. He did this. Then I would have still let my boys do it. I wouldn't have got involved with it and put nothing involved. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still gonna see Jim and speak to him and be cool with him. Nobody can tell me to not be cool with somebody because you're not cool with them. I just won't do certain things. Because the person that I am working with putting money in my pocket, I got to stay loyal to that. I have to. But I'm going to be respectful to the one that they got a problem with. Now, if it was an outsider, somebody else, I would never even thought about putting no money in their pockets. I would never even thinking about hanging with them or nothing. It wouldn't have been ever nothing. Period. But these are two people I know, and I'm just in the middle, Cam in the middle, whatever at that time. Whoever's in the middle, just cool. And Dame ain't the type like, man, you over there with that dude, don't come hang with me. He ain't never like that. And from Jim wasn't like that neither, because they both had mutual friends that they still hang out with Dame, cool with Dame, and they back over there with Jimmy. So it's just certain boundaries and way you move and connect when it comes to loyalty, man. You don't go do certain things. And now everybody's saying that old 50 Cent move that happened when Jim went up there with 50 is coming back to haunt the Dipset thing. And it's really like breaking it down and paralyzing it even more now. And that's sad and that's crazy that it happened that way. But let's call a spade a spade. They were saying what they said, and Jimmy got the right to be mad if he's seeing them laughing and joking on the thing. But at the end of the day, he went and did that, and now he spoke back about it and reopened up a can of worms, man. Finesse Analyzer said Jim should have never been on that stage. Somebody said, bro, they don't even pay people. Or who is saying? I don't know if they spelling that right. Who don't pay people? OG Bobby Johnson said Jimmy is a snake in his eye. Finesse Analyzer. He said Lloyd Banks would have never hopped on that stage with Cam during that era. Yeah, that's a fact. You been, man, Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo. Tony Yayo is one of the realest ever. He's holding his boy down. He don't care about nothing, nobody, and that's how it's supposed to be. I got big respect for for Tony Yayo, man. Big respect for that brother, man. OG Bobby John said Jimmy did all his artists filthy. Facts. Well, I don't know the insides. We hearing Cam and them saying certain things. They would know what's going on more inside, what happened to artists, and the artist is beefing and all that. So, that's what's being said. So I can't speak about something I don't know about. But yeah, I can't say well, Lloyd Banks, I don't know. It sounds like 50 mad at Lloyd Banks about something. He kind of not saying too much righteous things about Lloyd Banks. Tony Yayo, that's his boy. That's what you call genuine loyalty. I got friends that's like that. They ain't playing when it comes to that, but certain things they'll hear about, but they'll stay neutral. OG Bobby Johnson said he did Max B dirty. He did Stacks RP dirty. And he did 3 Strikes You Out. And I met Stacks Bundle when we was in the studio with Jim Jones. We had an artist down here called Marvell. We actually got the song. We never really put the song out. And Jimmy on, it's a good song, man. It's called Take Your Breath Away, R&B singer. And we was in there recording the song and all that. And Stack Bundles was in there chilling. And, good dude, good energy, good, man, great dude. When I heard what happened to him, man, that was crazy because we was really just in the studio with homie, man. And he was showing my artists, certain things that, as far as on the mic, he was doing the levels. Stack Bundles was doing the levels for us, getting it all together. That's crazy, man, what happened, man. Yeah, he had a genuine spirit. And then after it was over, after we finished our session, they started cranking their session up. Him and Freaky Zeke was at the thing, at the engineer board, and he was just going in, and then he went and did his verse. And then he was like, all right, Jim Corns, you'll go. Like, good dude, good spirit. And it's like, damn, man. And he was about to be out of here. And Jimmy was in there with the lady that run Koch. She was sitting down, forgot her name, man. Good lady, man. He was discussing how they was about to put Stack Bundles' album out. So I've heard that one. They was discussing how they was going to put Stack Bundles' album out. Then we were negotiating a deal that we was going to do with Jimmy with our artists. Move in, Jimmy ain't pay him correctly. All he needed was money to move, and Jimmy ain't pay him correctly. Stacks was special, facts. Yeah, he was definitely special. But, on the other hand, too, Stacks had other things going on out there in the street, so you can't say that Jimmy didn't pay him correctly. Maybe he didn't have a reason to pay him for whatever he was doing at that certain time. It wasn't like Stax had an album out, so we can't say that. Stax and Max both were talented. Black Jelly Bean, that's a fact. Talented without even having to try. It was just in their blood. They didn't know that God gave them that gift, and that's what it was going to be when they got a certain age. I think Jim tried to put him in a noose in Jersey somewhere. It was a situation with other dudes, so Stack turned it down. Oh, another deal somewhere else. Oh, okay, I got you. But yeah, I've heard Jimmy was discussing how they're gonna put the album out with the lady from Koch. She's the one that run everything for the Alan Glombat dude. So I can't say that he wasn't prepping to put homie album out, because I heard it with my own eyes. I mean, my own eyes. I heard it with my own ears, seen it with my own eyes. OG Bobby John Josh said Jimmy was giving Stax like $150 a show. $150 a show. All right, so let's play devil advocate. Say if he was giving them $150 a show, right? Stax was on a lot of mixtapes, right? Jimmy said he could stay with him. Stax wanted his wouldn't want to live under another man. I respect that. And the Lynx TV said Dame don't like paying people. Well, I haven't heard about people that didn't get paid. Now, every boss always go through somebody saying that somebody ain't paid them. Someone thought that they supposed to get paid certain things, and they come up with their theory of what they should got paid and all of that. They ain't made niggas millions, man. Thank you. That's a fact. So him not paying people, I don't get what you're saying. That's a fact. So get back to the giving Stack bundles $150 a show. If you're doing 10 shows, that's $1,500, right? Then you on mixtapes. Jim Jones was paying Stack bundles between $500 to $1,000 a night, opened up for Jim Jones. That sound about right. See, we could never say what he ain't getting. A lot of people gonna hate and say he wasn't paying them nothing but $150 because they make the $150 sound bad. Lynx TV says something. Nobody helping him now. Nobody's helping who? When you're a real boss, you don't need nobody to help you. You either join with the person in the system, what they doing, or it is what it is. So far as a Jay-Z helping him or big industry people helping him, you don't even want big industry helping you, because now you're still in their pocket. Even if you signed a deal with a label, they'll give you $300,000, you got to pay it back. You still owe them. So if you made $300,000 off just the album sales alone, you got to pay that back. And then you still, with an album, might got a nice buzz, but you ain't got no money. So you got to get out there and create your own thing. Never get comfortable. So Dame Dash is not comfortable with waiting for these labels to give him anything. And he made Kevin Hart who he is to this day, put him in his first 2-3 films, found him from a hole in the wall, and Kevin Hart ain't doing nothing. So he got Kevin Hart filthy rich. Why Kevin Hart ain't helping him? Explain that one. Facts. Explain that, Lynx TV. How he got Kevin Hart rich and he ain't give him nothing. And anybody that gets you rich and they turn their back on you, I don't care. You don't have the right to do that. You can do it because you your own self, but it just shows you are selfish and don't care. Kanye West gave Dame a whole ranch, I think in Wisconsin. So yeah. I never paid who? Dame Dash? I ain't have to pay him nothing. I got money working with him. Links TV. You must be a troll because you talking stupid. OG Bobby Johnson, you make your bed, you lay in it. That's a fact. So just say Stack Bundles was getting 150, right? Per show. He on mixtapes everywhere. He can get his own shows because he's popping. So, and at that time, he didn't have no obligations with Jim. Jim had him around to make moves with him. So if a person take you to that well, you drink the water. Stacks could have been out there making his own move and own hustle. So nobody can't blame Jim for that part. Even if he gave him 150, that's good money on every show when you don't have a record out and you are still just in the process of being signed, or but you out with mixtapes. Mixtapes is equivalent to having a song, an album out in stores. It's the same thing. People listening to it every day, all day. So he didn't have to give him nothing. No, most open dudes that hype man don't get nothing. But somebody up here said he was getting 500 to 1,000 a show. So nobody can't blame Jim for what another person did with their money and did not do with their money. Can't blame Jim for that. This man, Links TV, said he never paid Kevin Hart, man. Why you keep coming up here? Well, how Kevin Hart do 3 movies and never got paid? He got to be the dumbest fool ever. That don't even make sense. And all the actors got paid because it was already in the budget. So everybody was budgeted out. Cam gave Hell Rel 100K. I have to disagree. Somebody said something about Hell Rel. Stack ain't no hype man himself. He'll smoke Jimmy on the mic. Nah, that nigga was nice. But what I'm saying is, nobody didn't know of him like that in the music world on a worldwide level till he got with Jimmy. So just because he's nice and better than Jimmy, the world don't know that yet. He's running with Jimmy. So at this point, Jimmy is introducing him to the world by letting him be a hype man, letting him be on the mixtapes. So that's how that happens. So yeah, and that's, nobody got to pay you. You only get paid for your likeness. A promoter not booking you at a show unless you are popping, because they can't pack no club and get people to pay. So Stax had to prove himself then. He was on the verge of that. So Jimmy had him set up properly. So you got to understand that. That's how this business goes. It ain't just about somebody taking money out their pocket because you nice on the mic and you hang with me every day. And or now you on one mixtape and everybody hear you you nice, they like the song, they playing it. Now I gotta just come out my pocket. If they do that and come out of the pocket and put you in a position to work, they doing that out of love. He took care of the business. Jim did the right things for putting them in position, but the division caused a lot of problems. And that's business, man. Every time you do something for the first time, it's never gonna be done right, man. Those famous words from Dame Dash mouth. I've heard it before, but I mostly heard it from my bro. Jim was using Stacks, like said, F Jim. He used Max B too. Well, for Stacks to be around for as long as he was, it still was around. And it comes with the game. let me explain something. This is a music business. A lot of people say, man, if your pen game and you ain't writing your own things in our culture, that means you ain't really a rapper. This is a business. Move out the hood, issues in the streets, and was shooting his cars up. Right. So if Jimmy offered him to come stay with him, but he didn't want to live up under another man. But if you got problems, I would have went and stayed with my boy right at that time. Because who says Jimmy had, he got his own bills and everything to pay. Everybody can't just look at everything that look like it's shining ain't more, don't mean it's all glamorous in the back. And you got to move accordingly. You can't just keep spending money because you think that now, a lot of young cats get caught up with that. Get some money and now you want to go buy a car, really shitting, or a high-end car. Go get you a low-end car, ride around still, make some moves until you back and put yourself in a bigger position. They ain't put people in the movie and say he helping them as a favor. That's a fact. Somebody put me in a movie. I'm making moves off of that movie. I'm making moves still off the Paid in Full movie. I get booked to do 90s parties and I get the crowd hype. That's what I do. That's how it goes. I'm not counting that man pockets. I don't count Dame Dash pockets. Just put me outside in the desert and I'm going to sell some of that desert dirt to one of them coyotes or an ant. I sell dirt to an ant. Real facts. So, nobody can't blame Jim for what happened. And he put Kevin Hart in a big part. Somebody said, why para eight pra? Agency said, why Jimmy and Dame the bad guys? Yeah, when it comes to count people pockets, that ain't good. That's a fact. I got paid and still getting paid to this day. And I was just there to do consulting work and just got thrown in a scene. Who knew it was going to turn to a legendary scene? That's a fact. The littlest thing can mean the biggest thing. Finesse analyze. That's a fact. And you got to appreciate when somebody do something for you. I'm not walking around telling them, man, I ain't get paid this. I ain't get paid. Even if I didn't get paid. If I chose to go there and be around it, then that's me. Salute, New York, New York. When you get put in a position, that's what you do. You take advantage of it. I'm not sitting around moping and crying. Now, if he think he gonna keep running me through the ringer and do this, and he making money from it, and I'm sitting around watching him make money from it, and I'm putting in all this work, now we got a problem. But if he did one or two things for me, and I see that it's beneficial and it's a good look for me, and I could come up off of it, then I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Or before I even do the business, I'm gonna say, yo, man, you need me to do that, man. I want to get paid. Or can I get a spot in the movie? Or can I get a spot on the album, man? Can I get paid a little 2, 3, 5, 10, 100, whatever? And he say, well, I can't do it right now, or I'll do it later, or no, I ain't doing that because it ain't in my budget. Then I'm gonna say, all right, I'll get in it. Or I'm gonna say, no, I ain't gonna get in it. So either way, nobody can complain about none of that, man. Now, if a person lied and said, no, I'm going to pay you for getting on the album, I'm going to pay you for writing for me, and they had that disgust, and that don't happen, now that's messed up. That's not good. Because the only thing we got out here is to be a man of our words. And that's why contracts are always appropriate, man. You're gonna say that you want to be their friend. This dude got to be a troll. I don't need nobody to be my friends, bro. I got my own everything. Cars, house in my name is mine's. Period. I got movies on Tubi. Period. This is my podcast. I get paid for it. It's mine's. I built this. I've been getting money way before all of them. I don't need nobody to be my friend. I commend them from where they at and where they came from. Other than that, I'm calling it how I see it. But it's people like you that be on these platforms and chiming in with stupidity that keep ignorance rolling out here. Cause you're too busy worrying about somebody's pockets. And that's the point why a lot of this back and forth stuff is going on all these platforms. Big facts. OG Bobby Johnson, appreciate you. That's a fact. Make sure y'all share. Hit them like buttons, man. Hit the like buttons, man. Hit them like buttons. For real, because everybody need to hear this talk. Because it's real reality. Only time I come up here is going to be real reality. When I give it to y'all. It's never going to be a game. It's game time, though, right now, man. It's looking like either they're going to get it together or they not. And I hope they get it together, man, because, you know, public opinion to make people do crazy things and get up here and say crazy things to a person that they really love in real life. And that's the whole messed up thing about this whole situation. Do you think all this is promotion? Some stuff went too personal? It's definitely not promotion, because they'll know the boundaries not to go and get personal with, because that would have been discussed before they even went live. And you know, those I'm gonna speak on Cam's behalf on a grown man level. He ain't even got time to be doing that. You already seen when he said Jim wanted to do a fake beef before. So that's never what it is. And the things that Jim said was personal off the gate, period. And he was in his comfort zone doing his own podcast, man. OG Bobby Johnson, respect you for that, Boosie. Ever since you popped out and Mecca co-signed you, seem genuine, real, recognized real. That's a fact. OG Bobby Johnson, respect to you too, bro. Appreciate you. They said, who's those advertisements in the background? That's another thing for Link TV. All these is my projects. See Honor Up, Dame Dash put me in that, and I did the street soundtrack for that. That's the street soundtrack, hosted by me. The other one right there is my artist. I put out a beat CD mixtape hosted by me. That's Losadas when Dame was going to have the Losadas. I did that. And then over there, y'all really can't see it. It's the Culture Vulture, Dame's book, Culture Vulture. I put a mixtape out for that as well, hosted by me. So, yeah. I've been doing this for a while. I don't need nobody to be my friend because I do everything on my own, and I spent my own money to do all these projects. I just had to get the okay from the person who projected it is, and that's just that. And like I was saying earlier, Cam always been a genuine dude. He never ever said no when I asked for a business proposition to do with him. Never. He never said no, man. And he always came and did. And he always said, man, you fam, so I don't even know how to charge you. He ain't even really want to charge no money, but I'm like, nah, bro, you who you are, so I, fair exchange. I won't put something in your pocket, man. And that's why I'm always come up here and speak highly of that brother, man. Period. And I hate that is going on, what they got going on right now, man, because it's corny, man. Yeah, OG said Jimmy and Cam Ben had eternal issues. That's a fact, man. El Blizz, salute. OG Bobby, yeah, I'm gonna keep working. That's a fact, man. I ain't stopping. I'm keeping mines rolling. I'm gonna have them 100,000, 100, 200,000. I ran through a little quick dilemma. I had to stop for a minute, so now I'm coming back and pushing as well. Trigger Veil, salute. So, you know, my numbers probably would have been way bigger than this right now, but I'm about to start interviewing big celebrities on my main set. So I'm about to bring the main set back around as well with new content. So we're about to get to it. And yep, my brother Unique definitely always gonna co-sign because he already know loyalty. Loyalty is number one. When you be loyal to people such as, you know, Unique and the Dames and the Cams and all that, only thing they gonna do is be able to speak highly of you. But I'm not saying that, none of this because I want them to do that. I'm only speaking what's facts because I was there, I was around certain stuff, period. And they deserve for some positive podcast platforms to be talked about out there about them because everybody always want to talk the negative side because that travels more. And a lot of podcasters like to, you know, feed off the negative side. So yeah, mine go slow as it go because the turtle always win the race, man. OG Bobby Johnson, I got your back, man. I appreciate you, boy. Shit, we gonna get together somewhere. I promise you that. And I'm gonna return that favor. Facts. Queen, you has good content too. Facts. I try to keep it real, authentic, and all that, and keep the good content and speak the facts. I appreciate you, Taquan, if I pronounced that right. Appreciate the subscription, bro, for real. But I just hope my boys get that together. I'm sure they will. And if y'all notice, Cam, he was just speaking what he wanted to speak, man. He wasn't really trying to be disrespectful and F that dude and F Jimmy and you a bum and you ain't da. He just really kind of spoke back from the era all the way up to what's going on now. Now Jimmy got his song, right? Facts, Finesse. He was speaking about the facts. El Blizz, I was just in your hood the other day. Word, that's what's up. What they doing up there? Finesse said it was like a father talking to his son. Facts. Nothing disrespectful. Nothing. He was just saying it more surprised of like, damn, you really went up there and did a podcast about me? Like, damn. That's crazy. And because he really, Taquan said because he really kept a lot of stuff quiet, but after a while, he probably got irritated. Facts. And you know, OG Bobby, the song, he put the new song out. Y'all like the song? What y'all think about it? Oh, okay, El Blaze, you was in Durham. I got you, no doubt. That's my second home, Bull City. Everybody know that. Larry Malloy said Jim Jones need to mind his manners. He said, Taquan said, nah, Jimmy's song is fire. The boy can spit now, and he know how to make music, so ain't nobody can stun on that. Can't stun on that. My take on this, Devil Advocate, I don't really think it's time for a song, man. Anthony Barner said, did you play and pay the full? Big facts. Big facts. I did mostly consulting work, but they threw me in there, had 2 scenes, had to help them out. We was in Canada filming that. Taquan said, he not a hater. He made good music. Nah, that's a fact. The boy hot, man. Jimmy hot. Straight like that. Everybody know that. It don't even matter who taught him how to rap. If he taught himself how to rap, at this point it matters that he's hot. And that's another thing where I want to get back to what we was talking about earlier as far as what music is concerned. They saying that somebody write for you, you ain't really considered a lyricist or your song that's the hit record is not valid. No, this is a business. Respect Anthony Barner. This is a business. And a lot of people writes. And I know people are going to say, well, that's R&B people. It don't matter. If you want to win and make money, is we here to make money or we here to say who's the best because they can write? I'm here to make some money. And if I know somebody that might could spit fluently, I know somebody that probably can't rap no more, as far as they just can't be a rapper, but they can write, I'll get them to write for this artist, have the artist present it the right way. They still got to do it in their way, they structure. They have to. And when they go in there, they got to bring it to life on their own. And once they do that, we got a hit record. He getting money. I'm getting money because I own the label. My staff getting money. The management that work for the artist getting money. Video people making money. We getting money. Who cares who writes? I wouldn't give a damn who wrote what. Just make sure everybody get paid what they need to get paid so nobody don't have to do no crying. I don't want nobody crying around me. That's just that. L. Bliss said Jimmy is a good student if he learned how to rap. That's a fact. It is what it is. Nobody's getting paid for his response, but nobody is buying music. And that's the thing why I say him coming back with a rap song as a response back to Cam, it really, okay, right now this is a type of matter of you got to speak your mind so people can understand what's going on. Doing a rap song is really like, it's hot and it's hot and it's hard, but it ain't nobody going to listen to that when, you know, Cam said what he said, and you got to be taken serious. So you would have to really talk what your response should be back to him, which I don't agree to just respond back no more. He said what he said. Cam said what he said. I wish they'd just leave that alone, man. Because now all the tabloids and all the podcast people, they're going to keep it going by posting and talking. Writes for Snoop and Dre. Yep. Jay-Z wrote for Snoop and Dre. That's a fact. And Snoop still get wrote for, written for, whatever, however you want to call it. Are you excited for the Jim album or Cam episode? Well, I'm excited Jim gonna put an album out and, you know, make some money to take care of his kids and his family. But I don't want it to be based off of him beefing with his brother that they built something with. I don't care if he is from the Bronx, but he did, you know, when he came into Harlem late, he didn't grow up with Cam and them in the real era of that Harlem time. He got his essence of Harlem. So once you're there for a while, you can say you from there. I could say I'm from Durham, Bull City. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Harlem, but I've been down here for years and years. The Lynx TV, you gotta be a troll, bro. You don't know that Jay-Z wrote for Snoop and Dre. You better do your research. I'm gonna stop talking back to you because you bugging. Somebody said they would like to hear Jewel's side. Jewel's doing the smart thing. Smart brother, staying out of it, saying nothing. The only thing they're going to do is open up another can of worms. That for what? What we getting out of that? Whatever their business is and they had going on and they mad about each other, they need to talk about that on their own, man. For real, for real. If you aren't happy with the boss, you always go somewhere else. Is that seriously unhappy? If you ain't happy with the boss of what's going on, you might want to sit down and talk to him one-on-one and see if y'all could work out the differences or whatever. But, you know, I remember you and your guys had Rick Ross and Raleigh performing at this club. Glad to see you still doing your thing. I remember y'all was moving. You should do a movie on that. Yeah, we had Rick Ross down here. I had Rick Ross down here. I had Jeezy down here. I had Ludacris down here. I had Jay-Z down here. I brought all the big artists in the city, man. Me and a few of my team, and that's how I've been moving, man. Been doing it for a while. Jeff Holmes, peace, bro. Appreciate you, man. Definitely gonna do some movies. I got movies. I got my documentary coming. Make sure y'all go check out on Tubi my movie called A Polished Soul. It's a positive movie. My boy had death penalty and he copped out to life from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Went in there, learned the game, did 17 years on his life, came home and did the movie, directed it, made me a partner. I'm a partner in the movie. I did one quick little jail scene in there, but I'm a partner. So y'all go check that out on Tubi, man. But I'm doing a documentary. I got a few things on the way. I'm hearing Honor Up 2 is going to be a series like Power for BET. We about to tear BET up, so yeah, we about to get it popping. So I'm waiting to hear what's going on. I haven't heard anything yet, so I don't stress it. I just stay doing what I do every day. Somebody said nobody's buying music from Jimmy anymore, respectfully, but we're waiting on the next What It Is episode. Well, Jimmy got his fans, so we can't say nobody gonna buy his music. Music ain't really selling like that too much no more anyway. A lot of artists get paid off shows. But you never know. He might come with that one other hit. And the whole world gonna be out of here, so we can't never count him out, because the boy is fire. Like right there, he's still fire. Finesse Analyze said that's a fact. Boosie damn near turned Raleigh into New Harlem. Big facts. You think Jim can go platinum again? It's a possibility. He's talented, and he know how to make songs, and he still is relevant. You know, a lot of this kind of got him people judging him right now because they wondering why he would go on a platform and start talking about Cam and all them like that. So people looking at him, sideways. I could say that respectfully, but he get one of them hits. Nobody don't care nothing about that. But they hear a song that they like and it's making them feel good and they having fun. They might go ahead and purchase that thing. They gonna want it. But the way streaming is now, man, I don't know, it's messing people record sales up. They trying to figure that out because you don't know what people paying for on these streaming platforms and all that. I ain't been on one of them platforms in a minute to see prices of albums and all that stuff, man. And I like to stay focused with what I got going on. So yeah, and I'm about to start my label back up. GMB, hold up, where that's at? Is that up here on the wall somewhere? Yeah. GMB, but y'all can check it out on my IG, on my Instagram, The Real Big Bootsie, BOOTSIE. I'm about to drop the label. I'm about to drop the paid in full next generation mixtape album is mine. I'm doing my thing like Khaled. I might spit a few bars on there, on a few songs, but I'm having a mixture of artists that is hot, that got that paid in full swag. Next up and coming artist gonna be on there with that swag. Cause paid in full is a golden era swag. That's a fact. So yeah. I ain't playing around making moves out here, man. That's a fact. But yeah, Jimmy he got a fan. His fans love him. So we can't say what he ain't gonna do. But I don't know who goes platinum anymore. But Jimmy got that. He got the it factor. So we gotta see. BBO still around? I don't know. Y'all gotta tell me about that. But yeah, y'all, make sure y'all share this joint. All my new people up here, subscribe. I appreciate all y'all that keep coming up here, support me. Y'all can send that Cash App, man. Help me do some things with my feeding the homeless, because I feed the homeless. Money sign, The Real Big Bootsie, BOOTSIE as well, like my IG, but you gotta put the money sign. So, thanks to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We need to share this and keep the positive energy together once again to keep them brothers from beefing, man, because the public opinion that with the negativity makes another person get mad. But you got to be smart when you hear something crazy about another person saying. Sometimes I laugh at it. Like, I don't care what he said. I ain't feeding back into that. Sometimes you just got to do that, man. That's it. But, some people don't do it. We got to keep the positive stuff rolling out here, man. That's a fact. All day long. But yeah, I'm about to roll out, man. The Links TV, I subscribe to you. I'm not trolling. I'm just keeping it real. I appreciate you, bro. That's why I still answer some of your stuff back. But some of the stuff you saying, I guess you just don't understand, certain thing, industry, loyalty. I'm not saying you don't understand it, but just from the things you hearing, there's certain things you just don't do. Period. I'm never going against Dame. I don't care how mad I am. I'm never counting his pockets. Never go against Cam. Never go against Unique Mecca Audio. Never go against my brother J Black, my brother B Pipe. I could just name so many, man. I'm not going against them because Big Jersey, IOG Bob, that's what's up. I'm never going against them. It don't matter. They can get 50 million. I got 1 million. I don't care. I'm still rolling with them. But I'll tell them, see them later. I got something to do. And I'm going to go and make me 50 million over here on my own. And I'm going to still love my brother. I don't want to fall out with my brothers about some money. Because we all we got. Without money, you can't really without friends, you can't really get money. You can't get some money by yourself. But imagine when you got all your friends with you sticking together and you doing that. We gonna roll. Dame said it years ago. If you only want to get money, how you gonna snap out of something if something happened to you, man? I remember you on 142nd Street back in the late 80s. Lynch Mob had the block on lock. Yeah, I was on 142nd between Broadway and Amsterdam. I wasn't down there back then when Lou Sims them had, but I used to go through there though, holler at a few of my friends though. Somebody said Brooklyn dudes would dare come do it that way. Yeah, I got a lot of my Brooklyn friends I did get a lot of money with, and we had a lot of loyalty to each other. So I can't say all Brooklyn dudes do that, but everybody used to say Brooklyn dudes used to rob each other back in the days, and rob whoever and don't care, man. One of my favorite quotes, Larry Major Jr., one of my favorite quotes, AZ said, loyalty brings royalty, and that's a fact. I used to come grab in Broadway, facts. That's where I used to be. I used to have the spot, 142nd, selling $2 cracks, and that's getting ready to be one of my documentaries I'm putting together with my brother B Pipe. It's called King of Deuces. We turned selling $2 crack back in the days. Nothing to glamorize, just showing you what we did and where we came from. And it don't mean nothing, but you got to see this history. Taking $2 cracks and making 10 to 15,000 a day at what, 18 years old, 19 years old. I had a whole crew. I had a whole building like New Jack City. It wasn't big like New Jack City. It was like a big brownstone, but they had apartments, and I had the whole building with my whole team. And that's a fact. So I'm bringing that back. But once again, like I was saying, never go against whoever that I feel is next level than me. I'm never going against somebody. If we even equal, he might still get a little more money than me, or she might get a little more money than me. I'm not going against that. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go and figure out and make my own money as well. And that's that. We can't be being jealous of one another. And I'm not saying nobody particular. I'm just speaking in general to y'all. We can't be being jealous of one another when we get money together. That's always the fallout. Who cares? I don't care. You can get the baddest chick. I'll go find me one too. That's a fact. OG Bobby Johnson said, hey, remember the prices was from 13 to 20 a gram. That's a fact. Niggas would go and take $50 and go buy 2-3 grams and go to the block, chop it up. Turn that 50 to a $1.50. Go back and buy some more grams. That was it. It was expendable. It was just like right there at your grass. Go up there and buy a couple more grams. Come back, chop it up, get on the block. Take that $1.50 to 300. Go back up the hill and get a deal. Come back down the block, chop it up, make $1,000. Larry Malloy, some people don't know it's in front, not on them. That's a fact. It's in your blood to get that money. It ain't on you, man. It's in you. You go up there, take that $1,000. Now you going to get you an ounce. You take that $1,000, man. And you go and make you $1,500, $1,700. But if you want to try to stretch it, you're going to make $2,500. It might take you longer. But you do it faster, you make that quick $500. By the time he do $2,500, you went back up there 5 times, spend $1,000, and the profit is $500. You made $2,500. He just about to go back. And now you got $5,000. He still got $2,500 from the $1,000 he started, and you got $5,000. $142.29 turns 7 into that's a fact. Purple Top crew in the building. That's what's up. Sambo. 14 to 28. Facts. OG Bobby, I was coming from Jersey 3 times a week in 97, 98, 99. That's a fact. And you come right over the bridge and go right back. It's still close. It ain't far. Don't be spending the money up, fronting, buying liquor and all that. Nah, man. Put that money up. Throw your same clothes on that you had. Just wash your ass. That's the only thing. That's what I offer you to do. Wash your ass. But keep them rolling. Get that bread up. That's what you do. Keep flipping. Niggas don't know nothing about that. That's right, Army fatigue days, man. That's right. It's either you got them red eyes for sticking up with the Army fatigue, or you got them red eyes moving them packs. Yep, back in the days, niggas wasn't drinking like that. Niggas ain't care nothing about none of that drinking and all that. I ain't start drinking or smoking till I was probably 20-something. Late 20s. I used to tell my crew, y'all got to stop that drinking all the time. I ain't make them stop, but I used to tell them, man, you got to. As long as they did their job and what they supposed to do and on time, I didn't care. You're not a foot soldier, Larry Malloy? I'm jumping my work quickly, coming back. That's a fact. He said he copping his work. He jumping his work quickly, coming back, looking great to the bag. That's a fact. You gotta make them moves, man. That's how it goes. Alpo Martinez, man. You always come around being a troll. How Camron acts like a female? How do a person act like a female when they put plenty of people in position to make millions of dollars? Where they do that at, brother? Sound crazy. Poppy like me so much, yeah, he got me my first work first, then I pay. Fact, everybody else. That's a fact. Once you build a rapport with them and they know that you keep coming back and you do a good business, that's how you learn to end up being friends. Me and Gordo, which is Juan from Rock Nation, Jay-Z's partner, Gordo is his cousin, like real blood cousins. I know Juan way back then before Jay-Z ever thought about a Juan. But I met them down there copping. It was copping so much that we ended up being best friends. We used to switch cars up all the time. That's a fact. He had the blue GTI with the white piping in the seats. I bought the Corrado, first top of the line Volkswagen in yellow, bumblebee color. Used to let him hold mine. He used to let me hold his. That was end up being my best of friends. We getting that bread, but we moving and shaking early. That's a fact. And I already learned the game from the big homie, the big bro, AZ, all day. That's where I learned it from. That's how I got into the mix of that world. But I'm doing a documentary called The King of Deuces, man. It's going to show you how young boys can take $2. The crack back then was $5 to $10. And I dropped it to $2. And we ain't never looked back. I gave one crackhead or maybe two crackheads a sample, told them go get me some crack, some fiends, and tell them we giving out samples. Gave away 100 to 200 bottles for free. And after that, game is over. And we stayed open 24 hours. Had my daughter mama at late nights bottling up and all that because we pumping. 3, 4, 5 in the morning, I'm up. Taking packs, picking bread up till I had to put people in position. That's how it goes. But never went against my boys. Never went against the big dogs, the AZs. When I met Unique, never went against the Unique. I ended up owing Unique some money. He ain't come wild and looking for me or nothing, about $5,000. And I'm like, damn, man, some shit happened and I couldn't take care of it at the time. And I got it together and I went and took care of it. And he said, yo, I was gonna come looking for you. I said, yeah, and I told him what happened. He said, I respect you for doing that, and I'm gonna still look out for you. I wasn't gonna come looking for you. I was wondering what was going on. Charles Johnson, that's a fact. I had you commute the trolls. They didn't even know on these suckers out here. That's a fact, Larry Malloy. Mute these trolls and fake outpost stuff. Get out of here, boy. Got the clientele say hell no. Charles Johnson. That's why I look at a lot of these cats out here. A lot of them be on these podcasts, you know, they throw their flies gear on and all that. Nigga, we been done that and get fly whenever I want to. It ain't about all that. It's about building this generational wealth. That's what it's about. For the kids, man. And now we about to go extra hard with a lot of things for 2025. And y'all be seeing the movement in a minute. Everything is being put together and put in place right now. I taught a lot of these niggas how to move. I just don't say nothing. Because there ain't nothing to brag about. I love to see my brother shine and grow. That's it. If I need something, I call them up. Yo, bud, yo, I need help with this. And they always look out. And then I do what I need to do. That's the purpose of being loyal to each other. Don't burn no bridges. We should have burnt bridges when we was broke and running around chasing the bag. Now we get bags and bags of money going to the bank. Now we want to have differences and be beefing with each other. Once we got the money, if that ain't ass backwards, man, tell me what it is, man. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. Somebody tell me what it is. Because that's how we grew up. We ain't playing that. Going against each other and, you know, doing all the extra doing it like they do it for TV for all these people out here and watching a lot of these cats talk they talk, but they ain't never been in them trenches. They ain't been out there in them sharks with them gorillas when you was really getting money. If you was really getting money back then, if you wasn't somebody, somebody's in your pockets. You paying, if you make it 10,000 a day, you're gonna be paying somebody 10,000 a week, if not more. I guarantee you that, and that's a fact. OG Bobby Johnson, never burnt bridges, broke bread, but yeah, but I could tell by your character, you know, you're a good dude. So, you know, from here, but I just got out of jail, telling me I'm the realest for holding it down. Facts. It's a fact. When you go to jail, you hold it down. I was facing 60. I did my time. I had plenty of people to tell on. I went and took it to trial, blue trial, and I came home. That 60 was to scare you, to tell something. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not bringing nobody else to the jail away from their family for something I did and they caught me for that. You want somebody else, do your homework and go get them. Even though you violated my rights to bring me in here. But if I set somebody up, then it'll be a legitimate sting for you, police, and make you look good with the next person. You ain't even got me to the right. What I'm doing that for? And even if you add me to the right, I'm still not going in. Police never have all of their stuff in order. There's always a loophole in every case. But people out here too busy acting like they tough, acting like they glamorous. Soon as the police get them, they chicks, they girls, telling them before they even get the cuffs on them. Facts. Create healthy boundaries, says solid. That's a fact. That's why I be looking at these cats out here, man. They crazy, man. What's up with Gangsta Lou? He's serious, very solid. That's a fact. That's my brother. That's the cloth that I come from. He's another dude that I consider one of my big brothers. Do we see eye to eye on everything? No. But that's my brother. He gonna pull me to the side. Yo, let me tell you something. He see stuff that be crazy up here, he'll call me, yo, bro, I don't think you should do it like that, man. Yo, man, I'm telling you, because of this, because of that, this what it might happen. And what I'm gonna do from a nigga, excuse me, YouTube, from a brother like him that's been running longer than me out there. I used to run with him with certain things when we used to be with AZ, but what am I gonna do? I'm gonna analyze it, I'm gonna peep it, and I ain't gonna be looking like, man, he might be hating it. No, I'm gonna analyze it, and then I'm gonna be like, yeah, he right. Let me take that down. And I'm gonna pull it down. I've pulled down things twice when he give me a call about some topics I touched on. That's a fact. Snitches do po-po job. That's a fact. Police don't gotta work no more. Yeah, Lou official all day long. He wouldn't be around this long if he wouldn't. You don't last long in New York being a fake gangster. Because somebody gonna pull your card. ASAP, I promise you that. Just like all these rappers, they go do shows and they be talking all this gang, boot them up, shoot them up. Somebody wanna try you. Because they ain't scared, because they feel they the same as you. And then we want to see if you really built like that. And then that's what it be about, which that don't make it right. If a person talking that, then don't go see him if you feel like that. Leave him alone, leave you alone. But no, they'll go and see, and then two people end up killing each other, or one kill one and one go to jail. Ignorant culture is ignorant and stupid. But at the end of the day, you got people like Gangsta Lou that still carries the name Gangsta Lou because it is what it is. That's who he is, criteria. But he ain't out here trying to be a gangster, shooting at people, wilding at people and all that. He probably did it at certain times with certain things. That's just what it is. But he's not doing that no more. He's graduated from there. He don't have to do that. That's it. But that's my brother. And like I said, that's somebody that I learned from. I learned from these dudes. I'm never going to act like I'm better than them because I might go do things and I feel I'm on another level and all. I'm not doing that. And I'm not going to definitely go against a brother that put me in position to get some money. These are one of the reasons why I'm always speaking highly of Cam, highly of Dame, because they did things for me. They ain't never did nothing to hurt me. And even if they did something to make me mad, that's just things that people do and go through. All right, get mad, get over it. It is what it is. My loyalty is never not going to change. And ain't nobody else going to say nothing bad about them around me because I'm going to either check you why they ain't here, and I'm going to either call them and tell them, or I'll just check you and I ain't even got to call them and tell them. Period. Yeah, G. Lou a real dude. Everybody loved Lou, man, for years. That's just been him. It's just his character. Lou will make you mad sometimes, but you gotta love him. That's just what that is. And that's my bro. I ain't never going against, that's another guy. I'm never going against him, period. Point blank. And I don't gotta talk to him all the time. I don't talk to none of these guys all the time. I don't. But if I need them, I'll do my homework. If I ain't got they double, yo, get over here. Yo, I need to talk to him. Yo, this, that. I know what to do to get next to my boys. I ain't got to do all that. For what? We are grown men. Everybody moves separate when they get a certain age. Everybody got things going on. If you got too much time to be worrying about another man and talking to another man, and even another woman, chasing women, you ain't doing nothing what you're supposed to do as a man, as a boss, as a general, as a leader. Always remember that. And that's just how that goes, man. Charles Johnson, friends have disagreements, but shouldn't ruin years of friendship. And it shouldn't, man. It shouldn't, man. Shouldn't. We all we got, man. And people just say that just to be saying it, man. But I'm a firm believer of it. We all we got. I don't care. I'm not burning bridges with my friends. And if they mad at me about something, and if I know I'm wrong, I'm going to call them and fix that. And I'm not doing that. And even if they wrong, you know, time wounds all heals all wounds. And later on, I'm like, man, I'm gonna call them up, man. Yo, I still love you, bro, man. Let's get that done, man. I ain't even thinking about that like that, man. Because our friendship is more than anything. We ain't gonna get nowhere out here thinking like that. I need all my good brothers and good sisters around me. And that's just how I was raised, and that's what I'm sticking by. And I'm not going against that code for nothing, nobody, and definitely not no money. This money is easy to get. It seems hard, but it's easy. The hard part is just you applying yourself and doing so and making sure you just stay consistent trying to get it. Even when you fail, knock you back down, get back up. Don't go sitting somewhere hiding, having pity parties and all that for yourself. Nah, get back up. Don't worry about what nobody's saying about you. Let them talk. Because the ones that do all the talking is empty. It's like an empty pot, make a lot of noise. You throw a coin in the pot, and ting-a-ling-a-ling, loud as hell. But you pile that pot up with a bunch of dirt, and the person can't see the dirt pile up in the pot, and you throw that coin in there, you ain't gonna hear nothing. That's because that pot filled up. See, I don't let people know how I move. It's a lot of people that I learned that from. You don't let them know how you move and what you're doing, so they'll never know what you got. But the ones doing all that talking is the one without the money. They the silver, beautiful, shiny pot that I throw a nickel in it, it's gonna ring. Ain't nothing in there. Riding around, jury on, no gas money. In the clubs, drinking their homeboys' liquor. 4, 5 of them fronting together. They all chipped in to buy one bottle. And in the booth, standing around looking crazy. I ain't gonna say looking crazy. They looking like they bosses because they shied up. But y'all ain't doing nothing but talking about people. I don't got no respect for them type of people. Those ain't men. Real men don't do that. But yeah, I gotta go, man, y'all. I got the taco truck. I gotta go open it up. Slushies, tacos, all that. And I got the who's hot, who's not. I'm doing a nice seminar. If you got nice artists, y'all can bring them through. Y'all will see the flyers coming soon. We're doing a reality show for it, but right now we're gonna do a real quick, just a real quick, nice seminar. People could come express their talent. I'm gonna do it in Raleigh. We're gonna film the who's hot, who's not down in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm doing it with my boy Nino Cahoots from Brick Squad. He came a long way with Waka Flocka and you know, a lot of the Brick Squad movement, Gucci Man, all of them. He came a long way from all of that. We're basically gonna be telling his story, and he's gonna be finding out who's hot and who's not, and he's gonna put him in perspective because he's in a good place in life right now, running down in the A. And y'all will see that coming soon, man. Facts. AZ in New York somewhere chilling. He doing his thing. He about to put out the new something with mob style or something. But yeah. Peace, y'all. Share this joint. Hit the subscribe button. Send y'all comments down when y'all see this joint floating through. And a lot of love and respect for y'all, man. All y'all that show me love and keep me rolling, man. We ain't finished. I got things going, and we about to do some things with Unique Mega Audio, man. Y'all getting ready to see, man. My brother on the next level, man. And this is what we do. We pity pack and keep each other up the par, man. Peace. See y'all in a minute, man.